I'm Catherine McLean, founder and CEO, and today I have with me Jan Ramkumar. She's joining us from New Jersey. Welcome, Jan.
Hey, very nice to be here, and thank you for having me.
So I'm very excited to have you come talk to us because I think there's been a lot of people that I speak with who say you talk to more engineers, more like construction, like women in construction. So I'm glad that you joined us. So thank you for that. I want to say congratulations on joining WRISE New York. I know you've joined their leadership team recently, and you've also had a recent promotion. So for those who don't know, can you introduce yourself and tell us a bit more about your current role?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for that. It's funny you say that because I did start my career in construction 12 years ago with CS Energy. After that, for those of you who don't know CS Energy, we are a renewable energy company based out of New Jersey. We design and build solar energy storage and emerging technology projects. So I started my career in the construction operations side of the business, moved on, rotated to the estimating team, and started leading that team, took on the engineering team. And in the last few years, I have been expanding the engineering and estimating capabilities for the company as VP of pre-construction. Currently, I'm actually transitioning back to the operations side of the business as VP of operations, leading one of our key regions. And regarding RISE, I'm extremely honored to be part of the leadership team for the New York Chapter leadership. I've been an admirer of RISE's work in education and professional development in all these years. I'm hoping to contribute to their great work in the coming years.
Yeah, we just interviewed Joseki last week.
Nice. Yeah.
So it was she's really great. I think she's going to make a huge impact on the organization. So you have a background in environmental science and environmental engineering. Did you have any mentors that encouraged you to pursue a STEM career, or did you always know that you wanted to work in STEM?
So I always knew I wanted to work in STEM. I actually grew up with a lot of STEM professionals around me when I was a child, and a lot of my family, my grandparents, my parents, and extended family have had science and engineering careers. So I grew up thinking that was normal, and I got into it myself. But one thing that I was never sure of was which field of STEM do I want to pursue. I completed my high school education in India before I moved to the United States. And at that time in the early 2000s, environmental activism was huge in India. It was gaining momentum. And when I eventually moved to the United States and went to college, I picked environmental science and engineering as a result of that. I used to follow 350.org pretty religiously, and I also interact with the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection.
What advice do you have for other women looking to pursue a career in STEM and clean energy specifically?
The STEM has always been a field that is underrepresented by women, and also the clean energy field. I think typically STEM fields do pay 30% more than other fields. And there's a shortage of high-skilled workers and women in the clean energy industry right now. And with more companies being focused on DEI, I think the opportunity has never been better for women. I would say for women who want to pursue a career in clean energy, I would suggest becoming part of organizations like RISE, where you can meet other women who can inspire and motivate you to join the industry and see what opportunities there are. And for girls that want to pursue an education in STEM, my suggestion would be to look into organizations like National Girls Collaborative Project or other associations that are actively working on improving diversity in STEM fields. And having mentors through these organizations not only helps with staying, with getting into the field, but also staying in the field.
Yeah, exactly. Not just getting in, but staying in. What are some of the projects that you're most proud of having worked at CS Energy?
So there are many, but I would like to pick three that I want to talk about. So we recently won the Solar Builder Magazine's 2022 Project of the Year award for our 15 megawatt solar project coupled with a 40 megawatt energy storage system in Cicero, New York, that we built for Convergent Energy and Power. This is actually the third year in a row that we're winning this award. One of the other projects that we're extremely proud of was the agrivoltaic community solar project that we built in Maine. And it's actually built in an active blueberry farm. And provides a great opportunity for research and dual use systems. And this was the project we built for Navison. And the last project I can mention is something that we partnered with CEP Renewables, who's our long-term partner, by constructing the largest solar on landfill project in North America, here in Mount Olive, New Jersey.
Oh, great. I saw that you were one of the founders of CS Energy, Women in Renewable Energy, so WIRE. Can you talk about what motivated you to start this, like the impact that it's had on CS Energy and externally?
Yeah, no, good question. So Dawn, who's our Vice President of Human Resources, Diana, who's our CFO, and me were chatting one day. This was late 2019, when we realized how difficult, we were sharing experiences, and we just realized how challenging it could be as a woman in a male-dominated construction industry to move up the ranks in your career. And being that we were well mentored and supported in our careers to get to where we were, and that we are now in the senior management team, we wanted to make sure we were extending the same support to the rest of the women in the company. So in the spring of 2020, despite the pandemic, we established WIRE, which is the company's first mentorship program, and with a sole focus to network, mentor, and support women personally and professionally within the company.
That's wonderful. What are you most looking forward to? What are you looking forward to working on and accomplishing through CS Energy WIRE in the months and years to come?
So far, we've had a lot of, in the last couple of years, we've had multiple networking events, external speakers, a lot of mentorship opportunities. We also collaborated with the National Girls Collaborative Project in a town hall with the all-women panel from CS Energy, where we answered questions for young girls with the intent to inspire them to get into a STEM field in clean energy. So looking forward, we want to make sure we're doing more of these external collaborations, expanding our mentorship program, and just increasing diversity within the company. Since the launch of WIRE, we have increased our female employees by 70%, and also reached 40% women in the C-suite.
Wow, that's amazing. Just shows you when you're intentional about something, how you can make a change, you know?
Yep, absolutely.
In addition to your work with CS Energy WIRE, I know that you're also a big proponent of mentorship more broadly. Can you talk a bit about the type of mentorship you've done and why you believe it's important?
Yeah, so one of the things that has helped me in my career as I took on bigger roles was that I had a group of mentors professionally that I could always go to for advice. And I've never really shied away from reaching out for advice, whether even after 12 years of experience, whether it's my senior colleagues or junior. I'm a big believer in paying it forward. So personally, I have mentored more than 40 professionals in the company.
Wow.
And, who also moved on to get more than 30 promotions collectively in the process. More than 20 of my mentees have also been selected for the company's third-party leadership program to basically further their skills and excel in their careers. I think a prime example I can use is Tina, who's our director of engineering, and she joined me a few years ago as a senior engineer, and with all the years of me working with her and us working together, she's now in a leadership role, leading the entire engineering department. And she also believes in the same level of mentorship and paying it forward. And together we're hoping to path the way for women, Black, Indigenous, and people of color in clean
Yep.
energy.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us, and keep up all the great work that you're doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It was great conversation. Thank you.